Welcome, friends. Today we have Harikrishna. Those who remember this, when last time Hari came to our show, there was a very funny incident that I asked him to join for two shows, and he said, let's do one show, and then after BL tournament, I will make another show. And then I asked him, why you want to do this? Where is the problem exactly? And Hari, being very modest, he said, I am trying to find my good games and interesting games, but I was not sure. If I play BL, I will win this tournament. I'll play some interesting games, and then I'll come to your show. So then I told him, no, Hari, listen. You have played enough great games. Let me select the games. Let me select the position. We go with the two shows, and after you play in BL, we'll have another show. And guess what? He came for two shows. Those who watched the show, I'm sure you guys remember, we had the same conversation. And he went to BL. He won the Fisher Random. He won the classical version of the same tournament. But there was also rapid and blitz format, and the point scoring system was a bit different. He didn't win the overall tournament, which was won by Radek, but he did win the classical event. He did win the Fisher Random. And now we are back, where Hari will show us some of his great games played in this tournament and some interesting stories from Biel. Let's welcome the legend, Pentala Harikrishna. Welcome,
Hello,
Hari.
everyone.
Welcome,
Hi,
Hari.
Surya. Hello, everyone. Thank you for having me on this show. And yeah, I got some nice games from Biel, so we can watch, and I will share my experience from Biel.
Right. So congratulations to you once again. Hari, my first question to you is, do you recognize the background of our frame?
Yeah. This is from this is also my Facebook backdrop, and this is from Switzerland. We went together in 2013, I believe.
2014.
2014, somewhere near Interlaken.
Interlaken. So,
yeah.
So I thought this would be the perfect backdrop to have our interview for this session.
Sure.
For the BL session. So, Hari, we'll definitely see all your some of your games. But before that, what I personally would like to know is, currently during this COVID situation, all players, chess players, are also missing chess tournaments, missing over the board chess tournaments, and how it felt to play after so many years, so many months of break.
Well, actually, it felt like many years, but I played my last event in February, so that is like around 4.5 months before I played my last over the board event. And to be honest, when event after event got cancelled in March, it was like any chess player. I felt like, okay, I don't know when I'm going to play next. And then I thought, okay, there is no point in thinking about it anymore, since no one knows exactly what is the situation, in a couple of months, or even I don't know when it is going to change. And then luckily I just got invited for BL, and it's not very far from where I live in Prague. From Prague to Switzerland. Then I thought, okay, why not? I had to check some things, like whether it is possible to travel, and what are the safety measurements in place in Switzerland, and how are the cases in Switzerland. And afterwards, also, probably you are aware that Salem couldn't fly from UAE, and he had to be replaced by Arkady. And in this regard, I would say that I'm just fortunate to get invited at the last minute to play in BL. And I just I was very happy to play. I think almost all the players who played in PL more or less told the same thing
Yeah,
when they asked how is it to to play in PL. Also, Radek told the same thing to to sit over the board and play a game of chess. So that was quite a journey. I mean, I couldn't have imagined that I would play in 5 months if you had asked me in
sure,
February, to be
sure.
honest. So that was the story about me going to Biel,
Yeah.
and yeah.
So, yeah, I also played in Biel a couple of times, and mostly along with Hari. Uh, and we had some very nice memories, which we'll revisit. Mm,
Sure.
yeah, a disclaimer that I'm going to show some photos now, which has been taken from the BL official website. They have done a
Okay.
they have done a fantastic job, I must say, when it came to organizing the tournament. I was also
Yeah.
commenting for the Blitz tournament and also on last day with Jan Rogers, and then also I
Mm-hmm.
saw how how well they conducted this whole event. So
Yeah.
just to give an idea to the audience, this is the main playing BL hall,
Yeah.
and usually it is a lot more crowded, but obviously this time they had to get give more space. Yeah, like normally we don't have that much space between the boards.
Yeah, this is like 1.5 meters distance from each person in every direction, and that's the reason. Like usually, this table, the additional table which you can see on the picture,
Right,
that is not needed,
correct.
but they had to make it longer from the opponent, so that's why they added the table there.
Correct. In the chat, I see that they're asking is the glass is distracting or not. This was also my question, but before that, for those who are not aware, let me show this lovely pictures. This is the this is the new normal, guys. This is the new normal. Uh, Hari, how was it to play like this? I mean, if you have to promote a queen, I don't think it's somehow easy, right? Like with this.
Well, actually, the sixth rank is okay, but seventh and eighth rank is quite tricky here. In the sense, like maybe like in the rap Fisher Random actually was the first event, so there I was also like hitting the glass for a while because. Um, the motion is not so common because when I'm capturing something on seventh rank or eighth, my hand goes like directly
Like this, yeah.
towards yeah,
Hmm.
from the top, and when I try to do that, often the glass was in between. But I must say that after like couple of Fisher random, I think after Fisher random, more or less no one was hitting the glass anymore, since you understand that you need to go through it, so therefore you have to change the way you normally make it. So yeah, so it was in fact quite new, and it was a bit strange, I have to admit that. But I afterwards I would it was pretty smooth.
Right. When I came for the Blitz tournament, there I saw you guys did not have glass. I imagine because it is very
Yeah,
difficult to play Blitz if there is a glass in
yeah,
between. So
yeah,
you guys were sort of asked to wear mask. And you know what I observed from the BL organizing committee, that not just like after a day, literally even in Blitz during the rounds, like after every single round, they would sanitize the board and pieces and everything. I thought
yeah.
this was a different level altogether.
Yeah, so okay, before going into details, I would say that the I mean organizer did a fantastic job, but the volunteers who were
Exactly.
disinfecting the table, chess pieces, chess board, and everything. connected with the playing place. I thought they did a great job because they had uh, around 6 minutes, I think, or
Yes.
6 or 7 minutes before the match,
Mhm.
and they had to disinfect four tables and everything.
Pieces
So
also, yeah.
I believe that the credit definitely, I mean, not the whole, but the main credit goes to the
The
people who
the
actually did
team,
that.
the whole team.
Yeah, the team did a great job. Yeah, so we were given two options basically for the Blitz event,
Hmm.
whether to play with the mask or in the previous picture where you saw this long table where it's
You
like
mean
in
you mean these tables, yeah?
yeah, exactly. So to play on this and
Or
the majority,
uh-huh. Sorry. I mean,
yeah.
to play this or to play like this.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But the majority chose mask. I mean, I was definitely not in that mask preference. But of course, if majority goes for the mask, so we played with the mask. Yeah.
Right. Hari, apart from classical, you also won the 960 tournament.
Yeah.
I could not find a photo where they have medal for 960, but I sort of assume that this is the closing ceremony of 960 because the main closing ceremony
Um,
was at the end, right?
yes. Yes, exactly. So this was the closing ceremony for 960. Basically, 960 points didn't weren't counted for the main event,
Oh,
and
seriously?
it was but the 960 serves as a tiebreaker. Like in case
Ah,
if the triathlon points are tied, then the person who finished higher in Fisher Random, he gets. I mean, he wins.
so that means basically if it was counted on directly, you would be the winner of the whole tournament also.
Yeah. If I had half a point more, yes, definitely, definitely, yes. Because my
That's
tie break is the best, you know.
that's pity. That's pity.
Yeah,
uh, a bit more about Biel. Since I have also played there, I know general ambience outside. So it was kind of interesting to see some of these very cool pictures from the official website. Uh,
yeah.
yeah, this is the place where all this jumping and what it is called, skating, or I don't know exactly what it is called. Usually that goes
Um,
on. Usually that goes on.
yeah, this is always there. This is this. I forgot
I,
the
I
name.
also
Yeah,
forgot the name. I also forgot the name. But people are usually practicing there.
yeah, yeah.
Uh, Hari, so you guys were having mask generally and also playing under glass, but I spotted that on rest day it was not mandatory, right?
Yeah. So the way the regulation, I mean the recommendation from the local government or the cantons. I mean even in Switzerland, the each canton or each district we would say has a different regulation, and in Bern, I mean Bern canton, which like Biel comes under Bern canton,
Mm-hmm.
so they have different regulations where it is not obligatory to wear the mask when you are outside, like and and accordingly we followed. Like if they say it is necessary, we would have to wear the mask, and there is no question about it.
Right.
But as organizers suggested, we followed whatever the recommendation which was given to the tournament organizers. And since this is, I mean, the pictures were from this mini golf
Yeah.
kind of event. So we were playing outside, and that's the reason why we were not wearing the mask there.
Right. Meanwhile, thank you, chat, for letting us know. Yes, it is called skateboarding. That's right. Skateboarding is
Skateboarding,
skateboarding.
correct,
That's right.
yes.
Hari, in this picture, we see all the participants. We see you are playing mini golf, and we
Yeah,
also see your longtime second, Marcus Rager, but
yeah.
he was not helping you in this particular tournament, right?
Yeah, Marcus was helping actually Noel, whom you can see
Uh,
next. he's standing there,
Yeah, Noel is in this
and
blue shirt. That's Noel Studer
yeah,
beside Vincent Kramer. Right.
yeah. So yeah, he was there helping Noel, and yeah, it was a nice rest day after Blitz event, and we had a nice time playing this mini golf. It was it was nice change for at least for me it was a good change.
Right. Have you played mini golf before? I have played few times in Germany.
No, no, not really.
It's very
I
funny. It's
don't
very
think.
interesting.
Yeah, yeah.
I can imagine you will be very good at it. I mean, judging by your billiards and carom skill.
Yeah. So yeah, there was one like let's say difficult shot, but with Noel's help, I was able to hit that in mini golf. But
Mhm.
okay, the picture is not there, but yeah, slowly I got used to playing mini golf. It was interesting, but then we had to go back and
Sure,
anyway, yeah.
sure. One photo from the closing ceremony. This
Yeah.
is this is the overall winner. So there you can second. Radek is champion and Adams is third.
Yeah,
I saw even.
Mickey had
Yeah. Tell.
Mickey had a fantastic event actually. I mean, of course, Radek played also great chess
Mhm.
without any doubt. But I was quite impressed with Mickey, the way he played all the formats, quite stable in a way that he was always there. Actually, if not for the loss, he was in the contention for the title. So and also his games were pretty
Yeah.
slow and
I,
pretty good.
typical Adams games. I was
Yeah,
looking at his blitz games, and it was like every
yeah,
time he would get some normal position and then slowly
yeah,
outplay. Yeah?
yeah, exactly.
Uh, One question, Hari. Uh, does this remind you something?
Yeah, we went for trekking in Biel. Actually, I forgot the name of this, but it's pretty nice one. Yeah.
I also forgot. So I got this picture from the official website, and suddenly it reminded me that we had
Uh-huh.
gone to trekking, and I had taken the same picture back in 2014, which was in my camera and my hard disks, and
Ah,
it was kind of nice memory. So
yes, yeah,
I thought I'll bring back some old memories from our
nice, nice,
2014 trip. Uh,
nice.
One is here. We see the same place where you were trekking back in 2014. We went for. I think we reached there a couple of days early.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah. We were early there, and okay, and this place was suggested as a good place to walk a while. Quite nice, nice walk, nice trekking there.
Right, right. And just few more things before we get to the games. So Biel is
Hmm.
a very beautiful place, and back in I think 2013, 14, and I don't remember when was the last time we played, but we used to go for. This picture is taken where.
17,
Sorry.
2017.
Probably this is from no. This particular one is from 2014 because I remember this T-shirt. Myself, Sandeepan,
Yeah.
and you were there. So we used to go for this walk in the lake.
No, no,
So
no. Sandipan played in 2013.
okay, then it must be 2013 already. It's kind of
Sandipan
yeah.
played 2013 because this was his classical sitting on uh, some other board because he
Yeah,
sent
yeah.
me congratulatory message and he even said, but still you cannot beat my record in BL, and then
Okay, this was not planned, but shall I go ahead and tell this story to the audience? This
yeah,
Sandeepan.
I think Sandipan won't mind, so yeah, it's fine.
All right, guys. So I will tell a story, but in backdrop I will have this picture. So as you can see, the A group is played on the dais, and the amateur section and open section, master section, these are played below the dais. So Sandeepan was playing along with me and Hari in the open section. Hari won that open event. uh, back in that time. So at some point, Sandeepan is playing on board number something like, let's say, 11 or 15. Now the boards are arranged like 1 to 10 and then 11 to 20. Now Sandeepan is playing on board 11, let's say, and then it is Sandeepan's opponent is thinking. Sandeepan gets up, and in stage some fantastic game is going on. Probably some Navarro Itachek or some Vasher game is going on. Very complicated game. So Sandeepan is watching in the main I mean the main stage, and he gets very engrossed in the game. He slowly walks towards the stage, and then at some point he thinks, yeah, now I should get to my board. He comes back, sits on his board, and Sandeepan is a meditative person. The first thing he does after sitting at the board is he takes off his glass, keeps it on the table, closes his eyes. After a few seconds of such meditative state of mind, he opens, puts the glass, and takes the bottle. And takes the bottle, something like this, and he's like, I had brought a smaller bottle, but this one is kind of bigger. Okay, doesn't matter. Drinks it, closes it, keeps it. Now takes the pen. This doesn't look like my pen. This is not my pen. Then keeps the pen, looks at the position. Wait a second. When I left, the position was bad, but this position is pretty good. And then he realizes it is not his position. Instead of sitting on board 11, he is now sitting at board 1. Hari is playing diagonally opposite to him on second board, and Hari is laughing his heart out there. I am playing somewhere on 7th board. I am also enjoying. And on top board, Grachev is playing. And Grachev is a very seriously, he was thinking, and he looks like this to Sandeepan. Completely shocked what is going on there. And then finally Sandeepan was very embarrassed and then got to his own board. So we tease Sandeepan a lot about this. Yeah, this record I don't think can break.
This record, I am afraid no one can break anyway. So yeah.
Yeah, this is a different story altogether. Hari, once again, just some memories from our Interlaken trip. I mean, I also wanted to show how beautiful it was in general.
Yes. Nice.
Yeah, and even the train journey. All these pictures are taken from the at least the top two are taken from the train.
This is from I think Italy.
No.
The down.
Yeah, down one. Yeah.
Yeah, other one is in Interlaken where
yeah,
we
because
were going up.
because we took a train also from Switzerland.
Yes.
And generally the before I get to chess, just to give an idea of Biel and Interlaken, it's a beautiful place. The tournament is organized in a fantastic manner. So yeah, we had great times. Who was Grachev's opponent?
Sarvanan, actually, that's not Surya's masala. In fact, he really thought that his position was bad. That's actually what happened.
Yeah. Unfortunately, okay, I know Sandeepan is watching this, but he is not on. He's not on chat. He will not come on chat. So, but at some point, I'll get email like what I said, where I could improve. Probably I'll get that. Yeah, PL is in Switzerland, Aniruddha. And
I'm reading
yeah, Hari, tell.
No, someone asked if I'm reading the chat. I'm reading the chat.
Yes, we both are seeing the chat, guys. You can ask.
Yeah, just when Surya is talking, I don't want to, in the sense, if someone is talking, I don't interrupt. So that's why since the chat is going fast, so I cannot, simultaneously answer.
Yeah, we can quickly see what is in the chat. Guys, if you have got any question, I will now move to games. But if you guys have any question, do let me know. I see there is something going on about Hari being India number 2 or India number 3. Well, he is India number 2 as a matter of fact, but Hari can answer this better. I personally feel you probably don't care much about such things, right?
Okay, yeah. it's pointless.
Yeah. Whose seat did he take? Who was Grachev's opponent? This we don't know, guys. I don't remember. Hari, do you remember who was Grachev's opponent? It should be we should be able to find it, but okay, it's a bit of work. I mean, it's not that difficult.
Playing in the Olympiad. No, this is not its special chess chair. This is just a gamer's chair. I actually saw from many chess players who were having this, and it's pretty good.
Right.
Yeah, it's a gaming chair.
Yeah. All right. So, shall we move to some of your games?
Yeah, sure.
Yeah.
Radek won the tournament, so someone asked who won the tournament. So
Correct. And by the way, you are playing online Olympiad, right?
yes, I am playing. Yeah, actually, someone asked that question. Yeah, I'm playing. India is playing from August 19th.
So here is the
August 19th.
Hari, here is the deal. You play some more great games in Olympiad. You win individual gold, and you come to the stream again, and we see some of your great games.
Sure.
Good.
No, in Olympia, it's important that team wins. Gold. So it's not so. I mean, I obviously would like to play my share, but in team events, it's a different approach than individual.
Yeah. Guys, we are reading the chat, so you don't have to message same thing again and again. We will answer whatever we feel like. I mean, Hari is seeing all the chats, so don't worry about that. Hari, shall we start with your classical games, maybe?
Yeah. So okay, maybe if you can flip it.
Yeah. So this is first of all, tell us. This is against Radek. I can see that, but at what point you played against Radek?
So this was after the rest day. Like we played Biel Blitz tournament and then rest day, and then I'm playing against Radek. So here the situation is like I am 7 points behind him and 3 points behind Mickey.
Mm-hmm.
And for me, the Blitz didn't go well. I mean that didn't go well is probably an understatement to say that it was a disaster to score 6 points out of 14.
Mm-hmm.
And of course, Radek and Mickey played extremely well to score 11 points out of 14 games.
Mm-hmm.
And here, so I was kind of keeping this Semislav secret. No, I didn't use it for Biel.
Mm-hmm.
And here I have to say that Sam made a course on Chessable.
Sam Shankland, guys.
Sam Shankland from USA made a course on Semislav. I mean, the full repertoire from on Semislav. I mean. On Chessable, and I was curious to see like I mean I usually play Nimzo Ragozin structures, and then I was like okay Sam, I was just in touch with him, and then he went sent some of the material, and this was before the event.
Yeah.
But then I decided okay, I have 2 blacks, so I will just surprise at the end. And so yeah, here I was kind of in a must-win situation, because if I drew this game, basically there is no chance for me to fight for the first place, and therefore I had to keep some chances. Although I guess if I was in Radek's situation, I would just I will play exchange Slav to be. I mean, it not that this is bad for white, but it's just easy to equalize from white side. So anyway,
very practical choice it would have been if you play white and you need a draw and just. Yeah.
Okay, I mean, I'm not criticizing him for playing fighting chess, but I guess if some player is playing something after a couple of years, probably it's better to skip going into deep discussion in theory.
Sure. And just
Um,
one thing to the audience, like I have also seen the Chessable course by Sam Shankland on Semislav, and
yeah.
yeah, he covered it very nicely. So you guys can check it out. Those who are interested, it is very nicely done. How long you were prepared, Hari?
So until 16th move.
So even this Long Castle and all, everything has been played, is it?
This is already played.
Many
I
times, many
think.
times.
Yeah. In fact, yeah. If you go to knight c6, I can.
If I go to knight g6, yeah.
Yes, and knight e4 takes c5. Yeah, here I think king b1, knight c6, and Magnus played e5 here.
As white.
Yes, e5, c takes d4.
Maybe this game is not here right now.
Yeah, or maybe it's from.
I see Vidit Artemiev, I see Ding Shankland, but maybe some different move order.
No,
Here.
okay.
Here.
Yeah, that's the one. Yeah,
That's the one.
so
Yeah.
that.
So
Yeah,
I'll get the game, and just to
yeah.
understand what you are saying. Yeah, you're right. You're absolutely. It came from a different move order, and
Okay.
Magnus Vasher
Yeah.
was
So
e5 here indeed.
five, c takes d4, bishop f3, and this is a nice trick actually. Rook c1, rook c8, queen d7, queen c2.
Now I remember this. Yeah. This was the game which Magnus won against Vasher, because knight a7 there is queen takes c8.
Yeah, queen c8, because queen c8 is much worse. So Maxim tried this, but white is just better.
Right. But e5 was not played in your game. I'm not asking what was the improvement you had, but I'm sure you had some improvement.
Yeah.
There is no way. I mean, to the audience, those who are not aware, let me just briefly tell here that it is a standard practice that when Hari is playing or any grandmaster is playing, entering such a position, there is no way that they won't know a certain game. In most cases, they will know. Like there will be exception, of course. So Hari was perfectly aware that e5 has been played by Magnus, and Magnus won this particular game. But clearly he had improvement, and we don't want to get to that part. In the game, Radek played bishop c3.
Yeah, so bishop c3 for me was a new move, but I think he was prepared. Probably, I mean, he was. I mean, Radek is very well prepared in all his structures. So I'm guessing that he saw this move, or at least he knew some details in this. So yeah, then I chose short castle, which is not the only move that is possible for here. Also, there is moves like c4, queen c2, knight b4, and queen d2, a5, and I mean it's very strange positions occur. I don't exactly know what's happening.
Okay, castle is also very
So
natural move to make.
yeah, castle is not natural because okay, I want to expand on the queen side, so h4 is logical here.
Mhm.
So c4, queen c2, b4. This is all fine. And here maybe after bishop e1, I should go b3.
Right. Hari, I want to address one thing in chat. People are
Yeah.
asking why does Ankush Chatterjee is asking why does chess player touch all the pieces before a game? Is touching good, or is it like superstition or some prayer? I think it has got nothing to do with that. Basically, chess pieces are arranged by the volunteers or organizers, and some players like I personally prefer to keep all the pieces in the center of the square. Some players prefer the knight to be looking straight. Some prefer it looking other way around. Hari, why do you adjust your pieces?
Yeah, so yeah, exactly. Like when someone will set it up, they are setting up many chessboards and pieces, so they can't really put it in exactly nicer way.
Mm-hmm.
So that's the reason why I place everything normal, because
Properly.
sometimes some pieces are not in the center, and it's it is not proper, so that's why we adjust the pieces properly, but there is nothing,
Right.
no
No, no,
superstition.
no superstition at all. Yeah. So you were saying here you wanted to play b3 is an option.
Yeah, I was considering b3 or c3.
Mm-hmm.
Like 3 is kind of forcing queen c4, b takes a2, and king a1. And this position, or like rook b8 now, for example, with the idea of d5, queen b6, or rook c1, queen b6.
Mm-hmm.
So the problem with c3 is I cannot force him to take on, I cannot force things, like in the sense I cannot open the queen side so fast, and that's the difference with b3 and c3. Although
Mm-hmm.
c3 looks much nicer because you can play some b3 or even take cb2 at some point.
Mm-hmm.
So anyway, c3, h5 is nice, and g5
You
I
have
have
to
to
play.
play.
You have to play this.
Yeah, e5 and e5, and here I played b3.
Which is it something like a bit Sicilian, the way white attacks on king side. No, you want to
Yeah,
open up some
and
files
okay, b3 is just bad, and there's nothing to see. A b3 is also bad.
because
Knight b4, queen c3, and queen a5.
that's gone.
And then rook fc8, and many things will come. I mean, it's
If
just lost. So
if
queen c3 is pretty much necessary.
if queen
And
b3.
yeah, queen c3, I think it should be just cb2.
Mm-hmm.
And rook b8, and it's really bad. Like this b2 pawn is, for the moment, I'm not really threatening anything, but it will be just bad.
Right, right. So king a1.
Now they're discussing about OCD,
Yeah,
adjusting the.
yeah. No, basically, let me see how to explain them, because I think a lot of people don't understand. When pieces are kept in not in proper position, when pieces are not kept in, like, would you like, let's say, this knight, is it okay for you if I keep it like this? I don't know if it is visible in OBS, but somewhere like this, it won't be.
And also one of the things, okay, obviously no one makes these mistakes anymore, but like once a couple of moves are played, if let's say your king and queen is set up wrongly, you cannot change it.
Exactly.
You have to continue as it is. I mean, this is very rare case, but
Yeah, I think it's also in your own house. Yeah, like, let's say any object, your the watch, or literally any object, a TV where it is kept. You want it in a proper way, right? You don't want it in a bad angle or something. So I think
so
that's
yeah
why that's why we adjust.
yeah, so bishop b4, and yeah, here engine was suggesting queen c4 or something like. No, queen c2 is okay. Bishop e1. No, queen c2 is okay actually.
Mm-hmm.
Queen c2,
Mm-hmm.
bishop b4, and rook takes e1.
Wait. Yeah. Okay. So rook takes e1.
Yeah, I wanted to play rook fc8, rook bishop f3, queen b6, or rook c1, queen b6. I thought I had decent compensation here
Mm-hmm.
for the pawn. But okay, with computer I cannot make it work. But yeah, h6 is really how to put it. I think he wanted to have h6 g6 included, so sometimes this queen f6 threat is possible for him, and I think this is the reason why he went
Wanted to
for
include
h6.
h6.
Yeah, exactly.
And you don't have time to save this bishop because this is mate is threatened. Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So here h6, I had two options to go bishop h4 first or rook f c8. So bishop h4 is possible. I mean, hg7 obviously is bad here, so g3 white should play, and rook f c8, g takes h4, and this is mess. Since I need, I mean, my main idea is to get queen b6, knight a5, knight b3, which is not that easy now, I think. So yeah, therefore I decided to start with rook f c8. I was really happy with this move, and the point is now hg7 is completely lost after bishop h4, g3, and queen b6.
Wait, how? So just to understand, if I move the queen somewhere, then you will play rook b8 and attack here, yeah?
Yeah. Also, where you are moving the queen is
Yeah.
important.
That's what. There is no, like, I was
Because
thinking.
if you move if you move the queen to a4, then I can just take the pawn.
G3. No, I have to keep this diagonal, but
Yeah, so now there will be knight a5,
yeah, rook
for
b8 and
example.
knight a5.
Yeah, knight a5. So I think this is what the rook f c8 probably he missed. I don't know exactly.
Very much possible, because I think from a psychological point of view, you expect to either defend this or defend this, and you made a move ignoring both.
Yeah. So rook f c8 and then rook d e1, and then knight b4 is Actually, I calculated from rook f c8 until the I mean
34th move.
Yeah.
So
takes hg7.
I cannot save this. Yeah, like even this is falling.
Now rook d1, actually I think just g takes h6, and rook takes h6, rook sc8. So you have to go back rook somewhere, and then the problem is now my rooks will just enter somehow.
Yeah. So hg7, trying to create some counterplay.
Knight c2, king a2, knight e1, and this is forced. Rook h8, king g7, rook a8, and knight g2. And actually, if white's king is on d2, he's completely fine, maybe even better. But just the king on a2 is pretty bad. And knight on e3 is doing a really great job. I think that's the key. Yeah, g4, g3 is one of the ideas. And here he played rook a3.
Yeah, it's kind of interesting. Yeah, like from basic principle, it should be like the bishop should be good and so on. But here it is very concrete.
Yes. Yeah, because knight f5 threatening to take d4 pawn is one of the main threats. So knight f5, rook d3. So rook d7, and here I saw that if I just take these 3 pawns as happened in the game, I'm winning. But there was one moment where I had to be precise. So rook takes d5, e takes d5, b4, and knight d4 is necessary, I think.
Yeah, because you need to stop this guy.
Yeah. So b5. Sorry, I mean b5 is lost.
You are taking all the pawns. You are just taking all the pawns.
Yeah, I have to take all the pawns, and I think after e6, fe6 is the move. I mean knight c6, e6, because king f6. Yeah, if knight b4, king b3 is draw.
Wait, but here so then you.
Yeah.
But then just also even I can
no, knight
e7.
Yeah, also possible actually, but many ways to win, because my king will go and catch this pawn on like b5, king e5, and so on. So
right. So knight c6, he played b5.
Yeah, knight e5, b6, king f6, b7. Yeah, so before king f6, if you play knight c6, bishop f3, and I am not sure if I mean, maybe black is winning, but quite tough.
Right.
So king f6 is important, and b7, knight c6. King b3.
In chat, I see they're asking why not f5. f5, but there is n%. Yeah, that's why. Okay.
f6.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay. So take king f6 here.
Mm-hmm.
And you are just in time. Yeah.
Yeah.
Move to move basically.
Yes. Night before was also winning, someone says. Around.
When?
Uh, Possibly after knight e6, fe6, king f6, bishop g8, knight b4.
Right.
But I think king c5 is there after g4. How it is winning?
Wait. So which position Ronak says the night before was winning? He meant it
So king f6.
here.
No. 41st move, king f6. Bishop e6, I mean e6, fe6, bishop e6, king f6,
Yes.
bishop g8,
He
knight
means
b4.
this. Mhm.
But I think king b3, g4, king b4, king e5, king c5, uh, d4. Yeah, it's winning. It's winning because king c4 is yeah, it's winning. It's winning.
Very
No.
interesting.
G3, just
So
g3.
just g3.
How is it winning?
But why not king e4? Just put the king.
Yeah,
No.
king e4. King e4 is okay.
Mhm.
Yeah. King e4.
Yeah.
No, actually g3 is not winning because I go bishop d5, d3, king d3, but
Yeah.
king e4 is
Yeah.
winning. Yes.
But okay. There are many ways to
Yeah.
win there. And
Yeah. So then, like I saw this nice. I mean, the end position I saw in quite
from distance, yeah.
from distance. Um, Yeah, so I thought, okay, I should. There must be some other ways too, but now f5 g4, and basically white can never capture my knight on e7.
Yeah. Because of this pawn actually, these two.
Yeah, f5 is just supporting
Yeah.
g4, but it was the
Yeah. Beautiful
yeah
game.
king e5. Yeah, so this was very nice. Yeah, king c7,
Yeah.
just king. Yeah,
Beautiful game.
yeah.
So we'll move to the next one.
Sure.
So this you are playing against Vincent Kramer. You are
Yeah.
white. Which round was this?
Uh, this is one fourth round of classical.
Fourth round of classical. Okay.
Yeah.
Tell us about what you are expecting. Now, Vincent Kramer, for those who are not aware, he's a young grandmaster from Germany, and he has his main coach has always been Peter Leko. So he is
Mm-hmm.
extremely well prepared in opening and a very bright, talented player, uh, a strong grandmaster. Hari, what was your preparation like when you know you're playing a player who is basically taught by Leko, so he'll be very solid. He will know all the opening stuff. What?
Yeah, so like I mean, I have seen Vincent playing at the Bundesliga, also the Grenke Chess Classic. So very, I mean, I don't know. He's more than talent now. He
Mm-hmm.
played really well, and he was leading the event. Actually, I mean, he was winning classical. He
Right.
won probably 2, 3 classical games. So he did very well in Biel, to be honest. And yeah, I saw that he's very well prepared and also quite sharp at tactics and so on. So I had 3 games drawn before this game, and I decided to try something, not the main theory.
Mm-hmm.
And that's why I decided to play this 8th move, bishop b3, which is not really that
Popular.
that critical actually.
Mm-hmm.
What is that?
Well, I saw Pubesh Anand. I don't know if this is our Pubesh Anand, who like the chess player Pubesh Anand or someone else, but yeah,
I think it is. I think it is that Pubesh Anand,
yeah.
by judging by the amount of questions.
All right, it's all yours. Sorry, you have to Feel free to
Yeah,
ask.
so how much time? Yeah, okay. Bishop c3, definitely he was well prepared, but that doesn't mean that it's plus minus or it's some kind of lost position. I was sure. I was sure that. I mean, when I prepared Bishop C3 was one of the suggestions,
Mm-hmm.
and then I decided to just find what would be like normal moves from Black's perspective, and how would Black continue his attack. And then, of course, I had to calculate after finding the ideas for Black.
Mm-hmm.
Um, um, I think one of the things which was interesting is that after Bishop C3, I said, okay, now it's it's without with no computer, and then we just fight, and then it makes it easy for me. So I didn't forget anything, but okay, if I make mistake, it's my own fault.
Sure. I mean, also so much typically you. I mean, Hari has done this so many times. We would prepare some line. I have had this on number of occasions, and I can give many examples like where we prepare something. Hari goes to board, and Hari decides, no, right now I'm in a mood to play something else, and he will play something else. The example that comes in mind is in from the Biel tournament. Hari was playing against Anish Giri. I was playing in the open section. Hari was playing the closed tournament, and Anish was his opponent. Hari was white. The whole morning, Nadja was also there, by the way. The whole morning we prepared Ivan's
No, no,
Gambit.
no. She was not
It
there.
was this tournament only, no? No,
No, 2014 was.
2014. Okay, okay. So this one, Nadja was not there. But the thing that happened was we prepared Ivan's Gambit throughout the day. So Bishop C4, Bishop C5 in normal Italian, we prepared something. Hari goes to board. He gets the position. He decides, no, not Ivan's Gambit. Anish apparently paused for quite some time to play Bishop C5. And I was heavily playing Ivan's Gambit back in that time. So Hari, at the board, he felt Anish is prepared for Evans. Today is not the day for Evans. Let me play something completely random, which we have not looked for years. And he plays Knight C3 and he wins an effortless game. So I have witnessed this number of times with Hari. Hari getting happy immediately when his opponent is playing novelty or he is going out of theory. He is very chilled out.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, someone is better prepared than other person, so you cannot do anything about it. So I think it's no point to worry if your opponent prepared something and you were not aware of this thing.
Right. Hari, what is, if you can explain what is Bishop B3? I mean,
Yeah, I've just
it's.
answered one question
Mm-hmm,
from the chat. Um, yeah, so I think it's from Saurabh.
mm-hmm,
So I wouldn't say worried, but I was careful about the situation. And but when I saw the arrangements and the precautions that were in place, I felt much better. And afterwards, I really didn't think about it. And Rohan asks a question. Okay, so usually top players use Stockfish and Lila. I don't know about
LC0.
Houdini and Promo. Yeah,
LC0.
LC0 is Lila Chess. And Chessify, Chess Base Cloud. I don't know. I mean, Chess Base Cloud also many players use, but it's I don't know what you mean by the cloud. So I don't know that. And is there anything else? Yeah, I think that's it. So we can start.
Right. So as we can see, 22,000 games have been played in Bishop D3. Approximately 2,700 games in Bishop E2, and Bishop B3 is not that common, but obviously it has also been played by uh, many grandmasters, but not at the highest level. We have not seen. As a matter of fact, the highest rated player ever played was Nikolic back in the year 2000. So this is a rare move which has occurred at highest level, at least in recent times.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Um, okay, Krishnan asks a question if my match preparation, yeah, certainly it changed in the sense in 90s we hardly were preparing, and nowadays you need to revise and also analyzing with engine for a long time. It's actually much harder to remember all the variations. So yeah, it's more revision goes on before each and every game.
Uh,
Okay, so
Hari, I will understand if you avoid the question, but this is my personal question. That is, how you came to Bishop B3. If you don't want to answer this, just avoid it. It's
no, no,
fine.
it's fine. Yeah, some Telugu people are there. Okay, yeah, bagunnanandi Raviteja garu. So yeah, like of course Bishop D3 and Bishop E2 to a certain extent is very important. I mean, big theoretical discussion.
Mhm.
And if you click online database, you will see my game.
Now,
Yes.
I don't see it. Wait, you played it as white, you mean?
You 2000 it will be against Devi Prasad.
Hari, what has happened to you? You are remembering your own games. Yes, you are right. There it is. Harikrishna Devi Prasad. There you go.
Yes. So it's Penta Media tournament, guys.
Mhm.
This was in 2000, and actually, my
Oh,
coach
look.
Vladimir.
Hari, I have to interrupt you. Look who is in chat. The Wikipedia is in chat. He has already mentioned this.
Yeah, yeah. I mean, I think there are many guys, but just they are not writing in the chat. But yeah, for sure, they must be.
Yeah.
Um, సో ఓకే జయరాజ్ యా నాకు వచ్చండి తెలుగు తెలుగు రాకుండా అలా ఉంటుంది సో యా ఆల్సో మై కోచ్ Vladimir played Bishop B3 maybe 2-3 times or even a bit more in 2000-2001
Mhm.
period.
Mhm.
So yeah, I think this Bishop B3 I actually prepared from Encyclopedia of Chess Openings back then. So that's how I remember this.
Okay. Meanwhile, Setu said he is right. Fortuna played it. Yeah. So that's what, like, in
Okay.
recent times, we did not see this, but once upon a time it
No.
was popular.
Yeah. I think I didn't really like this Bishop E7 because Bishop D6 is like
Oops.
I mean, Bishop D6, like actually what DV Prasad played is considered the best, So
I'm telling you, the pre-computer generation had their understanding.
the best way to revise is, yeah, just go through your preparation and try to understand rather than remembering the, what you have seen. I mean, that way, even if something goes wrong, like if something new comes up, you will be able to understand the idea behind some openings.
Right.
And yeah, so this since bishop is on e7 now, the idea of white is like it gets easy, knight f4, knight g5, and take on e6.
And that's what you did in the game.
Yeah, but that's the only point of bishop b3, to go to take on e6 or f7 and to go like this. I mean, if you develop normally like I don't know, bishop, since bishop d2 rook c1, black is completely fine, and he won't have any problems. Actually, I played only one Banter Blitz in Chess 24.
So when you played 96, how far did you see?
I saw that I can just take on b7 and go f3. But
Hari, when you say f3, I understand what is f3, but if you can, because just explain, like, what is f3? Why f3 is so natural to you?
so okay, if I don't play like okay, white has 3 pawns, however, and two bishops advantage. However, there is one problem that pieces are not developed here.
Mhm.
And if black can achieve something like uh, knight e4, bishop d6, and to play rook f6, rook a f8, then black is doing very well. So if I go bishop d2, then knight e4 comes,
Mhm.
and I don't want to give. I mean, I have to play bishop e1, and it gets a little bit tricky here. And also, I mean, I want to play f3, e4, and then have bishop e3, and just bring rook c1, king h1 like this. So I want to gain more space after f3, e4.
Mhm.
Besides, I mean, I understood that the main counter for black is to attack on my king, actually.
Mhm.
But here I find a5 very strange move, because I thought that bishop d6 is the main.
Challenging. But bishop d6, if you play e4 or something.
Knight takes e4, f takes e4. No, no, no. Yeah, okay, queen e4 directly also, but he can take rook f1, queen f1, queen
Mhm.
e4. So e4 is still not possible, and then I would go bishop d2. But here, I think queen c7 is good. I don't exactly know what's the evaluation of computer, but to make me play f4 or g3 or h3. Okay, g3 is not possible
Mhm.
in this
Bishop c3.
situation.
Mhm.
Yeah, so h3 you can place the bishop on g3, or I know here actually bishop h2 and the knight h5 is coming
Mhm.
straight away.
Yeah, this would have been definitely much more challenging for you.
Yeah.
I am just thinking loud. Maybe that after bishop d6 you could play something like queen e2, so that after queen c7 now you have g3. Does that make sense?
Uh, yes. Um, yes, that is good. And rook e8.
Yeah, and then okay
Anyway, my point is that okay, black is not getting upper hand, but he should create some weakness for
definitely
yeah. So then it gets a bit difficult for white to have his pieces on the right squares.
right.
Positional chess or dynamic chess? Dynamic chess, but probably with some positional stuff included.
I, I want to add something here. Hari is an opponent where you don't want to get into positional struggle because he's very good at it, but you definitely don't want dynamics because he's also very good at it. So,
No, I don't know actually which one I like it, but it depends on the structures. I like for me the structures are quite important.
right. So now you are
Thank
slowly
you, Rohit.
consolidating.
Yes, now because this knight on b6 is very strange, and the knight doesn't really belong there, and there is no coordination between black's pieces, even though he's not clearly worse or something, I think.
Mhm.
And if I was black, I would probably somehow place try to get bishop d6, rook e8, anyways,
Mhm. And here you are
and
just
to just
yeah, go on.
yeah, this is completely wrong direction from black. Actually, I mean, black is going in wrong
Yeah,
direction.
there's no target here basically.
No, not really. There's nothing. I mean, you have nice rook on c3, but that's it. It doesn't really do anything.
Yeah, now,
Actually, at some point, I think he should even consider playing something like knight d5 to get the knight to c3. I mean,
mhm.
if he doesn't do something, something fast, white will just win without any effort. I mean, that's what actually happened.
Right. And now I want all the audience to pay attention to the next four moves that Hari made in this position. I have seen so many Hari's games that for me it is I can totally understand him playing the following four moves. But every single audience right there, please pay attention to the next following 4 white moves. I'll make the 4 moves and then I'll ask Hari to explain. 1, 2, 3, 4. All yours, Hari. Explain.
Okay, I will just answer a few questions.
Sure.
Yeah, Chris asks meditation, yoga, running. Yeah, running and sometimes meditation. And Yash, thank you. Praveen asks, um, I think the understanding changes after you get new concepts into your chess. Like when you go through more systems, you kind of develop new concepts into your head, and then once which you used to think was bad for black could be not so bad, and it changes, and that's why you need to keep an open mind when you are preparing. Okay, so let's go.
So,
Yeah, so King H1 I played for one reason, that is uh, uh, I I have to be careful when pushing F4. Like actually, my idea was to push F4 at some point, and then knight G4 comes. So that's for King H1.
okay.
So now I moved. Okay, now I played Bishop G1 because after F4 he goes Queen H5.
So you don't want to play F4 now, okay? So Bishop G1.
So that's why.
And then again you are
Yeah.
moving away from Queen H5.
Yes, Queen H5, because I like in when you have a clear advantage, and when there is nothing happening, you just need to um, keep all your pieces in a way that you should not change the dynamic
Of this
thing
book.
of the position.
And now finally Bishop B1. So yeah, these bishops are actually doing the same job which it was doing here. Now only thing is now
Yes.
these bishops are not attacked anymore.
Yeah. So now, I mean, I didn't do much in last 4 moves for to like. What happened was my opponent had to think for 4 moves. Making 4 moves in such a position consumes at least 10 minutes. And another point is that I don't have to win immediately, and I can just push slowly F4, D5, E5, and things like that. However, I should not give him some cheap tricks, like, okay, there will be one cheap
Yeah.
trick afterward, which I can.
I mean, I also know there are many young players who are watching this, many even young, strong
Yeah.
players also. I think for them also it is
Yeah.
a learning. Like every time when black is facing this problem, like in every single move, will you play E5? Will you play F4? What do you want to play? And then it creates a tension. And meanwhile, you are just regrouping, keeping all the threads open. So it's a very nice way to.
Actually, I had to play Bishop B1 because if I play E5 here,
Something, yeah.
E5, knight E5 is one thing. Yeah, knight E5 actually is possible. Yeah, knight E5 is good. So knight E5 is one problem, but also let's say when I go knight D5, Queen E4, this rook D3 is annoying.
Right.
So that's why I moved that bishop before he can take.
And finally, now that you have everything in control, you are slowly starting.
Yeah. No, but wait, there is one trick here. So after knight H5, F4, which is normal, yeah, because you want to play E5, F5, and so on. Here, knight G3 is good.
It's possible. Okay, so take.
Yeah, it's winning. It's winning.
It's winning. Oh,
yes, knight.
Oops.
So you can play queen F2, knight G4, queen H6, and rook D6 or rook C6, whatever.
Wow.
No, the boy kept a very nice trick here.
Yeah.
So, I mean, if you are just not alert, you can lose like this after
Yeah.
playing a nice game.
Yeah.
So e5, which is basically stopping the knight d7 coming to f6.
Yeah.
So when I play f4 next, it's not a problem for me. So
Right.
queen e6, okay, it's already gone anyway. Queen h4, queen h6. Once again, okay, queen d8 is knight g3. It's not very difficult.
Sure. So that's why now you create a space.
G4, knight f4, queen d8, queen h3, rook f2, rook f3,
Oh, such a brilliant
and
move here.
yeah, queen 8. Okay, there must be many other ways, but I thought, okay, let me keep this queen, and there will never be any checkmate for white.
Lovely. Very aesthetically pleasing. I mean, this
So
king is being defended by this queen, yeah?
yeah, that's only reason why I put that queen on 8. And okay, now I have, I mean, I'm materially having too much, yeah. Exchange up pawns, two bishops.
Right.
Yeah, playing against Nihal was fun. I think I played 2 times or 3 times, maybe even 3 times actually.
Yeah.
And
Please don't
yeah,
spam, guys. Gautam, if you write it once, we are actually seeing the chat, and if you write it again and again, then others are unable to write. So, a humble request, please don't spam. Uh, Great game, Hari. Fantastic.
yeah, thanks.
Uh, shall we see some of your Fisher random games? That is going to be very interesting also.
Yeah, sure. Okay, so is this second game? Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, the Fisher random, I mean, like there is no theory, but still there are some concepts on how to develop the stuff. Yeah, I think in such cases, like it's good to have this setup where like e4, f4, g3, knight f3, and then slowly b3, d4. I mean, that's a good setup to have for white. But I started with b3. Okay, we didn't have so much time, to.
Right. Just to let the audience, those who are not aware of Fisher random rules, let me tell that in order to castle, if the queen moves from here, white can simply get his king to g1, and then that will be considered as short castle. If the knight moves from here and white plays king to c1, then rook will come to d1 by default. That is considered as long castle, and same for black. Hari, you guys had some time to prepare, like once you get the position.
Yeah, like 7 minutes. Like we I don't know, 7 or 5 minutes. We can. I mean, prepare in the sense just to feel it, but I think the best move is probably e4 or something like that here. But I started with b3,
Okay.
b6, e4, e5. Yeah, I mean, I wanted to get that structure which I mentioned earlier. D6 and
now long castle.
long cast. Yeah, long cast.
Yeah, it's interesting that since you played, you started with knight d3. His knight doesn't have a good squares. Okay.
So f5 takes. I think f5 is already a mistake.
Padmini asking, but you have to put a king on the rook, right, for castle. What does that mean?
Yes, I think in chess.com that's how it works.
Yeah.
But
in game, it doesn't matter over the board.
I mean, you don't put the king on top of the rook, but you just put the king and bring the rook to d1 or whatever.
True.
So Akshat, I don't know, probably the Polish league. I'm just answering.
Yeah, sure. No, I mean, feel free to. I know you are seeing all the chat, so just feel free to answer or skip whatever you want. Yeah. Knight c7, f4.
F4 is quite nice.
Hey, somebody spotted a very nice trick. Aradhya Garg says rook f5 is g4. That's a very nice trick. But suddenly I'm thinking, is it a trick?
Actually, no. But he's not. He's not even gaining that bishop because I can just go back rook f8.
Sorry? Ah, no, I don't get it.
So Nikhil, it really depends on what kind of position and how
True.
complex they are.
Mm-hmm.
Sometimes you can even think for 15 moves in ahead, but it depends on the position. I am playing in Olympiad Nimaisha. So e4,
Mm-hmm.
knight f2, uh, knight f5, g4. I saw g4. I think it's very good.
Yeah, because otherwise, if this happens, then it could be annoying, no?
Yeah. Also, if he castle and play d5, black is actually better. I mean, d5 is the main problem, of
Mm-hmm.
course. So I have to act quickly here.
Mm-hmm.
So g4, knight h6, and okay, I still cannot take the pawn on e4, so I have to bring this knight on g1.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so knight g1 and knight h3 with the idea knight g5 and take on h7. This is the fun part of
Fisher
Fisher.
random, yeah. Because in normal chess, 8-7 pawn is never a weakness.
Yes.
So he protects this so that after knight g5 he has some time to protect. Oh no, actually this is also hanging then at some point.
Avik, there are many interactive chess courses. You can check Chessable and many other websites. But I made a course on Chessable. You can check it out, and many top GMs made courses there.
Yeah.
Yeah, so f5 and long castle and knight g5. Now this h7 pawn is not really,
Yeah.
and knight e6. Yeah, of course, bishop f6 is not the way to play because then he comes knight
Oh.
f6
Ah.
before. No. I mean, instead of knight takes h7, bishop f6, just knight f6, and I don't want to give the bishop,
Because
nice
one
bishop.
one day this bishop will open up, right?
Actually, very soon,
Yeah.
not so long day.
Yeah.
And so knight h7, rook c8, knight g5, queen e7, knight e6.
I mean, I have not seen a worse bishop than this.
Yeah, that's the problem with when you don't take care of the bishop. It's quite annoying. So knight d8, and it's important that queen b3 is not possible because of knight c6.
Wait. Ah, right. You're justifying.
Otherwise, black is quite okay.
Ah, hang on. I'm just thinking what happens for g5 here.
D4.
As usual, you are very alert. ED3
No,
is.
he can do the same thing. Yeah, knight d3.
And every time this thing will be hanging, yeah?
Yes, there will be one. Yeah, exactly one moment. Yeah.
Every time this will be hanging.
Yeah. This is.
Very
But
interesting.
G5, I actually saw G5, and I'm not sure about C3, but I think D4 is good.
Mm-hmm. And now you are not giving time.
No, I will not. I mean, now G5, I have too many moves here, and now G5 will never come.
Yeah, because you just protected this guy.
Yeah, G5, I take Bishop H8. No, I think Sashi Anand Bishop was
Was
much worse. No?
I was actually thinking about that also, that particular game. Somebody mentioned, yeah.
Yeah, because that was black. I mean, bishop could move only h7 to g8, and okay,
Yeah.
that was really.
Yeah.
Yeah, and now it's pretty easy because this knight. I mean, it's basically queen on a2 is
Basically,
hopeless.
this guy never participated, yeah.
Yes.
It even died there.
Yes.
Resign. Fantastic game.
Yeah, this was some. This was really. I mean, I don't know if okay, my opponent played not so great, but still I had to foresee some force sequence starting from knight e6 or something like
Yeah.
that.
By the way, this we didn't mention that you were playing against Donchenko.
Yes.
He is also 26.
So yeah, when Salem couldn't come, they asked for Arkady to replace him, and he couldn't reach next day to play in Fischer Random. So Donchenko just came for the Fischer Random.
Right, right. Hari, this is your game against Anton Guiharo, and it took me few seconds to even understand what is the difference between the classical chess and Fischer Random. Then I saw, yes, there are like
Yeah.
very few
So
changes.
uh, how you diverted your mind? I think the principles between chess 960 and classical are pretty much similar, except the few opening moves. I don't think it changes that much. I mean, you have to take control of the center, and same principles apply in chess 960 as well.
Right.
Yeah.
Hari is a very good Catalan player, and even in Fischer Random, he found a way to play Catalan. When I saw this game, I was like enjoying Hari's third move, and I even know what is the point of the third move. But yeah, he
Yeah.
of course he should explain this. Hari played Bishop G2. Hari,
So the point is, if I play knight f3, black plays bishop h3, and now I cannot castle. I have to go rook g1, and then white loses the option of castling on king side.
tiny bit of details, but such an important one. And now you are ready to move the queen
Yeah,
somewhere
and I
and castle.
can.
Just a question for from a like I'm curious. When you had the 7 minutes, did you think you will go for this d4 knight f3 g3 bishop g2? Sorry, d4 g3 bishop
Yeah,
g2.
yeah, for sure. In fact, I think that I mean the best setup for black was probably Dutch to go f5. Like I mean, yeah. The idea is knight f6. I mean g6, bishop g7, knight f6, d6, and something like c6, bishop e6, queen d7, and make a short castle, and like this. I think this is good.
Amazing.
So I felt that's a good setup for black because I mean most likely that white will castle short. He's
Mm-hmm,
not
mm-hmm.
going to. Yeah, it's computer generated positions. It's random. We cannot know which position will come.
Yeah. Acha, Hari, tell me, why is it called 960? Is it because 960 positions are possible and or it is 960 legal positions? So I'm asking, among this 960, let's say bishop, two white color bishop, is it among this 960 or not, excluding those?
No, it's not. 960 are the legal uh, possibility starting positions.
And that is also two rooks has to be on the other side of the king, right? Like one on right. Okay,
Yes.
okay.
No, uh, yeah, I think so. I mean, I don't know
Yeah.
the.
Uh,
So preparation for Olympiad, I just finished Biel, and I will start preparing after a few days.
right. So bishop f5, queen c3. Such a nice ready. Long castle. This
Yes.
this is a very brave decision, I must say.
Yes, actually, Anton played quite interesting in this game. I didn't expect that he would go for long castle. In fact, I was thinking that maybe he would go queen d7 or and short castle, but he went long castle. Very nice idea. Yeah.
Okay, probably he want to get some sort of break. Yeah.
Yes, maybe here maybe I should have played b4 to have this option of knight e4, knight e4,
No.
queen b2.
Oh, you're not worried about some e5 business, yeah?
Yeah, e5. I have to go c3, but the point is,
He can also start with this, no?
yeah, yeah. He can start with this. Okay. Yeah, maybe it's not. No, bishop f4 was all right, I guess then.
But if I understand correctly, by now you anticipated the sacrifice. Yeah, otherwise you cannot play bishop f4.
Yeah, yeah, I cannot play. Okay, actually, here I missed one thing. I wanted initially to go queen a3, but then black simply has knight takes d4, a3.
Wait, what? Now knight takes d4.
Queen,
Queen?
no, queen a3, a3.
Right.
If I can play queen a3, it's excellent because then I just go c4, knight c3. But knight d4, queen a7, knight e2.
And this bishop is gone.
King h1, and I lose. I mean, not lose, but he can just take it, and of course afterwards c6 or anything. Black is complete. Black is better, not fine.
So that's why you have to go
So
to.
that's why I had to go queen e3 and then f6. Here I saw the piece sacrifice. And so g5, bishop. And c takes d5, rook d5, and knight fd2.
Very interesting. He could not.
Yeah.
He could not do this with e5. It's the same thing. Then you have the g5 square.
No, I also have bishop h6.
Bishop
I
h6
think.
is also possible.
Yeah.
Now you're a whole piece down for one.
Yes.
For one pawn.
Okay, I will get this exchange, but most important. I mean that taking the rook is not so important because then he will have a good position.
Right.
So e6.
Wow, thank you, thank you, Ratnesh Singh, for clarifying this. I always had this doubt. Okay, now I
Great.
understand.
Yeah,
Very
great,
nice,
great.
very
Yeah,
nice. Thanks, man.
nice, nice. How to become a GM? Okay, there are so many young GMs. I think they can answer better.
Yeah. Yeah.
So queen c3 idea is to go e4 and also like to get b4, b5 quick. And bishop g6, b4, king b8. If I take bishop d5, e takes d5, black is doing good. I mean, once this bishop is gone, I think the attack won't be so strong.
Right.
So knight b3, knight e7, knight c5, queen c8.
It's very interesting that from this position where you are like piece down,
yeah,
and you are playing as if you are like just a pawn down. You're like just making normal moves, aram se, maneuvering slowly, getting your pieces in right position.
I will just answer this.
Sure.
Johan Paul asks, which is better, a beautiful loss or a win by blunder or a okay draw? I think in chess there is no such thing as better or worse. If it happens on the board, it's not in your hands, so it just happened. And I think it's just the effort which you can control, but practically results you cannot control.
Yeah.
So yeah, and here I saw this trick with b6 looks normal and seems good. If I move the knight, then he just exchange and he is winning. And if not for knight a6, actually b6 is pretty good, but knight a6 just wins.
Yeah. What are you threatening here actually? Why he played b6? I mean,
You mean my idea? I think I don't have any idea.
Yeah, you are just playing for normal compensation. I mean, I'm thinking why not to play something like f5, yeah? Like get this bishop out and okay, control this square.
Then I guess I will take bishop. No, no, no. Here I have to go. Actually, e3.
Yeah, and slowly keep playing. Yeah.
I will play b5, queen b4, and then because he cannot move this rook from d5 since b7 is hanging, and b6 always this knight a6 problem is there.
Right. Also, I think he simply blundered this. Yeah.
Yeah, he didn't see that. He was quite short on time, like
Yeah.
he was thinking a lot, and yeah, after rook e8, queen d7, it's just lost.
Mhm.
No, I haven't won against Anand.
Guys, please don't spam. We are reading all the messages. You don't need to write your message again and again.
So now it's lost. Yeah, b5, rook c7 is coming, and he just doesn't have any.
What a game.
Yeah, so this was the final game of 960, and actually Noel beat Radek,
Mm-hmm.
and I won the event. I mean, also the classical portion, Noel was doing very well against Radek.
Mm-hmm.
Not very well, but his position was much better. But okay, later on, Radek won the game, and he finished half a point ahead of me.
Kidu says you were porn up in this game.
And okay, in chess 960, I think the tempo and attack matters a lot,
Mm-hmm.
and I believe the development of pieces are quite important in chess 960.
Right. Well, thank you, Hari, for the games. Just if audience has some more question, feel free to ask because these are the games I wanted Hari to show, and Hari also said like these are some of his great games. So yeah, feel free to ask any question if you have for Hari, and also
Well, favorite game of all time is a bit difficult since whenever you think this is my favorite, and then there will be excellent game played, and then okay, this is my favorite game. So I have seen new great games, so I can say like many great games by world champions, and Uh, okay, so what is that? Why is
Subham. Yeah, Subham Satyam says something. Why?
yeah, so change of openings. Okay, so that depends on what my opponent is playing. Also, like how I'm feeling. Also in chess, it's good to have some surprise value for your opponent, and it's good time is hard to understand. It depends from person to person,
Well,
and
I want to take one question. That is, Aridhya Garg is asking Mr. Harikrishna, you do very well in all type of events, especially in 960 and Basque, which I heard is your favorite. How can you explain this, sir? Before Hari tells, I will tell when very first time when Hari played Basque, he says, yeah, nobody can, like, I have this long hands, yeah, like, I am reaching it very fast. Both boards I am moving very fast, so they cannot match me. But okay, jokes apart, yeah, Hari, you can.
yeah, so Basque, I played. I don't know how many times, but in China there used to be this mind games where Basque was one of the discipline. I
Mhm.
really enjoyed playing this Basque, and you can just stay in the middle and make both from white side and black side. I think I finished maybe second or third. I don't remember. Yeah, and chess 960, of course, it's fun to play chess 960, especially that you don't have to prepare actually anything. So so that was the point, and yeah, thanks. Uh, two moves when in confusion. I think usually chess players have more than two moves when they are in confused. Like how it happens is that you see one move and you believe that it should work, but you cannot accept that it is not working. And I think that's what you mean. It's from who asked, I don't remember, Anastasia Thomas. So I think that's one of the most difficult things for chess players, that in some positions you feel that this move is winning, and it is very hard for on hard to accept that you are wrong. But I'm afraid that you have to get used to that and search for new moves.
Yeah, questions are just popping in. Why Indian Super GMs are so nice and humble personalities?
I think it's not just super GMs or GMs. I think generally when you are doing any kind of work or any kind of any in any profession, you need to follow certain discipline, and I think that that teaches that comes with various good things.
I almost cannot keep a track now on this. Okay, okay.
I think players play for a draw.
Himanshu Dedu is asking, do players for a draw from the start if it is enough to win the tournament, or always start to play for win? I think it depends player to player. Yeah, very difficult
It
to answer
depends
this.
player to player, and also I think I there is no clear answer to it, because you see that when Carlsen needed to win, he just made draw and won in the tie breaks. So maybe a couple of years ago this would have been criticized, but it depends from person to person, really.
Yeah, Subham Saptam has got a very interesting question. He says, thanks for making our country proud. How do you prepare on a daily basis while participating in a tournament or otherwise? Yeah, this is interesting. What is your schedule like during the tournament and when there is no tournament?
Yeah, thank you, Subham. When I don't have an event, it goes general preparation, as in where you follow the games of top events, and then you check what you have prepared in those variations. And during events, I just revise what I have prepared at home. It is very rare that you start to find some ideas and novelties and use engine for a couple of hours before the game. I think on a long run it's not so great, although you might get good results in short time.
Dhanush Ram is asking, how do you control your bad memories when you are playing, such as some, like when you are facing losses? Uh, well, I personally learned a lot from Hari. He does it very nicely, so I will ask him to explain this. Yeah,
I think okay. Generally, we tend to remember the bad memories more than good memories, but I'm afraid that we have much more good memories. So when I lose, of course, I also feel bad like any other player. And however, I just like to. I cannot really change anything after I lose a game, and all I can do is just to uh, prepare for the next game and give my best. And I believe in just living in the present rather than worrying about uh, like what will happen few in future, or to worry about the past. So if I make a mistake, I take responsibility, and okay, I made mistake, and not to repeat it next time.
wonderful. Yeah, I think you already said what was your experience playing over the board such long time. You This was explained in the start of the stream.
So yeah, someone asked blunders in online chess. uh,
Ab- Abhishek Eddy asks, why do you see a lot of GMs blundering in chess?
Yeah, so online chess or online or over the board blunders are common, but of course, in online, there are some more aspects to it, like internet connection, then mouse slips. I mean, it happened to me once, and I think also for Anand, it happened in one of the Legends event.
Mhm.
So there are more things that should go well during online, but I believe that it is not that easy to play watching the computer screen for hours, since I think also many events are taking place every day, so that's a very challenging thing. But okay, since we having this situation, so that's the best chess can offer.
Right. No, Rajat Sabu, Hari is not single. Hari is married to Nadezhda Stojanovic. She's from Serbia. They both live in Prague now. And you can check in my channel. They both came in one episode, and it was a fantastic episode altogether.
Yeah. Uh, yeah, so I think so I think he must be from uh, Vamsi
What is it?
ask some question.
Who-
So yeah, I was commenting the World Championship games. Vamsi is saying that he read this Inadu commentary for my commentary for Anand Carlson match in
Mhm.
2013, I think. So uh, yeah, thanks. And uh, I think when you are playing higher rated than you really don't need motivation because you just want to learn.
Yeah, okay, this is the
And
question I want to. You have to address this one. This Ronak Sadhwani is asking, what do you think about playing lot of blitz? Well, blitz is one thing. They are killing me with ultra bullets, hyper bullets in 10 seconds, 6 seconds, bug house, 4-player chess. What are your opinions? I know you are a fantastic blitz player. Do you play lot of 10 seconds or 1 minute?
not really. I don't play. A bullet, yes, but not this 6 seconds or 10 seconds, and I don't know if there is 1 second or whatever. But generally, I think I don't. Um, I mean, it's good in some playing in a controlled way, in the sense like, okay, you decide that I will play 1 hour and then you stop. But when you just lose the touch, in the sense you just keep on playing because you lost, and then you get emotional over the losses, I think it's not very useful. But blitz, yes, it's totally fine because you have a lot of time, and also it helps in improving tactics, and just to stay sharp.
Right.
Bug house.
Bug house is supply. Just in case.
Usually bug house, like people used to play for fun after the event. It's and also it's much more fun when you are sitting with the pieces and throwing the pieces, and like, yeah, especially I'm sure, I mean, if Indian team members from the past, like when Sashi was playing bug house, that could be great.
Mhm. I remember Hari, our bug house in Aeroflot, one of the old
Yeah.
memories. So there it happened. Myself and Sandeepan, we are in one team. Sashi and Hari,
Yeah.
they are in one team. Now I am playing against Hari. Sandeepan is playing against Sashi. And Sandeepan and
Yes.
Sashi, they are very serious. And especially Sashi, yeah, when he needs a knight or when he needs a pawn, he'll be like, "Give me knight, give me knight, give me knight." And at some point, I think Sashi was like bugging Hari, saying that, give me a pawn, give me a pawn." And pawn on knights, some pieces he wanted. Now that particular piece was not available. Hari, let's say it was knight, and Hari is unable to capture the knight. So what Hari does is, Hari takes my knight and gives it to Sashi because they are not looking at our board at all. And Sandeepan goes completely mad. Sandeepan is like, "How can you give your knight? Now I need a bishop. Give me a bishop." I take I take a bishop randomly from Hari's board, pass it to Sandeepan. And for like next 7-8 moves, whatever they were asking, we were happily passing it to them. And only after some point they realized that yeah, we are just basically trolling them while they are trying to play very serious bug house.
No, I like Bughouse, but I have never played online. Mostly, I think I was playing Bughouse in where was it, in Sweden, in Malmo actually. Nihal was there, Srinath was there, and one more person I forgot. If they are in chat, they can they can tell the experience. But it's always great to try different formats of chess, but not 10 seconds one.
Vaibhav is asking, was
Uh,
it awkward to play with mask and partition?
yeah, the mask, yes, glass, not so much. Mask, it was a bit tough in the sense, since it's a shorter time control, sometimes you need to breathe a bit faster, so that was a little inconvenience. Yeah,
Uh,
and
a lot of people are asking, how does it feel to become world number two, crossing with it, and so on. We have already addressed this, that it doesn't really matter. Hari has already said that.
So yeah, basically, I want to say something because, like, I understand that the curiosity and the interest has grown, and especially with all this YouTube online streaming, and I don't believe the. I mean, I believe that the same people will go to with its YouTube or some others, and then ask some question, and to come here and ask some question, and so on. In general, I think all chess players are trying to improve chess and bring medals for the country, and I think that's what you need to see.
Exactly. There is no race between like internal, right? It's like
Yeah.
you just want to be your best version. That's all about it.
Yes. Yes.
Oh, all right, Hari.
Yeah. So that must be some Telugu guy. So
Which one?
yeah,
Which one?
actually, the Nikhil, what was the initial reaction of people around you when you decide to? So yeah, I was not really. I was world champion by age of 9, so I think it was not really a problem for me to take up chess.
Gaurav Gupta is asking, what is your diet before the tournament? Any special diet? Have you ever any gone through any special diet, Hari?
No, I don't have special diet, but generally I avoid the like excessive intake of sugar, and yeah, that's it. I don't have any kind of um, it's I don't say that I cut down some things or something. Just eat normally, and don't eat too much sweets. That's all I can say.
Sarvanan is asking. Understandable that both of you are not bothered of one India rank, but two or three. But do you have ambition? Do you set ambitions like world top 10 or 20 in 1 year or 50 elo? Do you set such goals?
Not really, because for me personally, not now, but I have always been looking forward to winning tournaments. Like for me, that is higher satisfaction than to increase a few rating points and to feel great about it. Like. For me that gives more pleasure. That's how I put it, and I think I don't set that I have to increase x amount of yellow in this particular time, because it just keeps changing, and I also play so many leagues. For me, the process of playing and winning it brings joy for me, so that is what I always look forward.
Wonderful, wonderful. Rajabov said sugar intake helps in thinking while playing something like this. I'm actually very skeptical about this.
No, that's probably what he means is in sugar definitely sends you a lot of energy when you are playing bullet or blitz,
Mhm.
but the it is proven that the energy levels drop drastically after a while, and that's one of the recent problems. I mean, if you see that tennis players eat like maybe one quarter of a banana during an event like a whole match, which suggests that it must be really sp- uh, it must be really important not to eat too much, because if you eat one banana, then you have a lot of sugar. Of course it should help, right? But it doesn't.
Yeah, true, true. The energy drops down again.
Sorry, yeah, yeah,
Energy
yeah,
drops down again. Like it gives you immediate
yeah,
energy, but then again it takes back.
yeah, yeah. And in chess, you actually have different kinds of players. Like for example, Magnus needs energy for a couple of hours and a couple of days. And if you see the difference between Magnus and other players, is that he actually is much less tired in the second part of the event, and that is the difference between. I mean, apart from the game and everything else, uh, his quality of chess doesn't drop that much in the second part of the event. I
Exactly.
think that's the reason.
Also, like yeah, to the towards the end of the event, he just gets more energetic.
I think he's less tired. Actually, I would
Sure,
say he I mean, he's obviously tired as well, but others are just much more tired.
right. Hari, there is one thing I wanted to ask you that how do you spend this lockdown period? How you are so calm and chilled out all the time, and how would you advise the youngsters to get into such mindset where they're more
I
relaxed?
I think like okay, I guess when during March, or like when it all started, I was also not very happy, and that's a fact. But it is very important to feel the emotions and let it go, not to say that it doesn't exist, because like when you say it doesn't exist, you never really you can never get over it. Like quite often I hear, okay, I don't care about this, but actually it keeps on bothering many people for a long time, so it's not important to prove others, but it is important to prove yourself. And of course I was unhappy, and then I decided, okay, now what to do? I don't have much choice. And then I started to see what are the possibilities to stay in touch with chess, because for me to stay in touch with chess is much more important than worrying about the future tone. I mean, whatever will happen. And then I decided, okay, at some point this whole situation will finish, and then if I am not prepared, I need much more time to get into shape. So I was still in touch with chess and doing something related to chess rather than waste my time doing some useless things. And so therefore I completed some chess related course and book, and played online events. And of course I'm also preparing chess. I think almost all the top players are doing that. And whenever they because I believe that at some point candidates will start, and of course they need if you are not preparing for in for long time, you cannot give your best in such events. And I hope that candidates will take place soon, and we will see slowly that chess will have more events.
And in this lockdown, a lot of players, including me, have opened a channel in YouTube. They're showing chess, and you know, do you watch some YouTube? And what kind of things you like to see in YouTube on chess? How do you see this?
Yeah, actually, I was thinking of streaming much before, like not even this year, but like maybe 2 years ago or something. In this regard, I have to say that Hikaru is just a unique person in the sense it's really difficult to spend that much amount on Twitch and to play at a level where he is playing, like he's playing at a very high level. I mean, he in online blitz or normal blitz, he's doing extremely well, and this is something which I believe only Hikaru could achieve, and in my opinion, and also to provide good content for chess audience. And yeah, I mean, I do watch your channel where all the youngsters are solving these puzzle battles and they are killing you. But okay, I understand.
Thanks for bringing that. But yeah.
So puzzle battle or puzzle rush, I don't remember.
No,
All the kids are
yeah, we do
telling you.
survival, and then the habit is I get flagged in every single bug house or wherever it is. So they have their fun of their life, basically.
No. I think they are really good.
They're brilliant.
Also, like solving puzzles. All these youngsters, it's nice. I mean, I do watch that because I want to solve myself. Okay, I understand that you have four guys, then you're solving them. But I can say that it's nice to see chess content rather than some useless and brainless content going on in the name of chess. And I believe that it will be great fun for a while, and I'm sure that the same audience who came to watch such channels usually will go when they find another brainless topic. So I don't really believe in such things because for me it's not important when you have uh, many people who are just seeking for relevance in the name of social media and so on, because eventually the mental health is quite important for all the people, and for that some of the content can be quite harmful.
Fair enough. Fair enough. Uh, yeah. Yeah, Abhik Mukherjee said, looking at Hari's fancy gaming chair, I hope you are inspired to invest in one of such chair by yourself. Abhik, I love my chair. It's those ergonomic chair, helps me to sit straight. It's wooden. What's wrong with my chair, guys? It is a fancy chair also. It has got a classic look.
No, mine is not a fancy chair. It's just a basic gaming chair. Just okay, my old chair got spoiled, so I had to buy something new.
All right.
Yeah,
Uh, yeah, Hari. I mean, feel free to take questions as you want, and I know.
I didn't see. So anyway, guys, thanks a lot. And I mean, I don't believe in quantity, but I believe in quality, and that's what matters to me. And like all top chess players are promoting chess and to go to improve the visibility of chess and so on. And now you have many online events, and hopefully that candidates will resume. Hopefully, I mean, as a chess fan, I am really hoping to watch candidates. In fact, I was even doing the course of candidates on Chessable, because many of the many students of that course are waiting when the candidates will resume, and the next seven games, because I chose game of the day from each round. And 7 games are over, and I hope that it will be resumed, and I will be able to comment there.
Hey, I wasn't aware about this. Where are these available? This commentary which you made and
Yeah,
something.
it's absolutely free, and all you need to do is just register, and you can see. I made a course. I mean, they're not I alone, but they're me and Chessable team members, and there is also tactics course. I mean, including this and my game of the day every round, and also for Tata Steel, I made the similar. I made similar thing to
Uh,
this year.
Mods, can you please post the link in the chat? Some of you, Hari's course on French toast and also his comments on candidates. I personally haven't seen this. I saw the French toast one.
Yeah, French toast was last year, and this year I made. There were courses on Tata Steel, which basically has various tactics, and I provided the game of the day, which I believe like various games which were nice, interesting, and so on.
Yeah.
So India has pretty good chances in the I mean actually ongoing Olympiad. We have excellent juniors. I mean, we are depending on them quite heavily, but no pressure for them. And I think we have pretty good chances. Of course, we should be careful about the internet issues and mouse sleep.
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, thanks Ronak and Padmini for giving the link. And just I'll take one last question. This Gaurav Gupta has been asking for quite a long time. Do you do any
Yeah.
physical exercise to increase brain power? And by the way, Hari, I remember somebody also asked in the chat, do you do yoga, meditation, and Sudarshan Kriya? So you can answer probably all of them together.
Yeah, I was practicing meditation and Sudarshan Kriya a few years ago, but okay, I was not disciplined, so now I didn't. But now I usually go for jogging, interval training, and other kinds of physical exercises, and also meditation. I don't know if it helps brain power, but it helps to focus on the thing which I am doing.
Right. All right. Well, thanks Hari for joining. And
Thank you.
along with the audience, I'll also tell this to Hari. If you have time, Hari, and to all the audience, tonight at 8:30, Wesley
Ah,
So, yeah, Wesley So will be joining. Unfortunately,
oh, cool, cool.
it is unfortunately clashing with the legend tournaments, but yeah, I mean,
Sure. Yeah, but I'm not mod.
oh, but yeah, I mean, the moment you will write, all of us will make you mod. I mean, if you are not mod, then who is mod?
Okay,
So
great.
so the thing is, Hari, if you just ping once, I can just do this right click and just add moderator. It's very easy to do it that way.
Ping.
I mean, just write something here if you have,
Okay,
and then
okay.
yeah, and then I can
And,
just make you mod very easily. Yeah.
yeah, thanks a lot, guys. And yeah, probably I couldn't answer all the questions, but I hope I managed to answer most of them at least. And I hope that more events start in the future months, and I hope that we do very well in the online Olympiad, and yeah, we hope to win it.
Thanks a lot. I mean, you answered a lot. I mean, you were so patient. You answered like I don't know, probably 95% of the questions were answered.
Okay.
Thank you, Hari.
Thank you.
Thanks a lot for joining, and good luck for your upcoming events. Everything.
Thank, thank you.
Yeah. Bye. Uh, thank you guys for thanks a lot for joining. Thanks a lot for being nice in chat. uh, I cannot thank enough Hari for spending so much time showing his games and answering patiently all the questions. Sorry if I missed a few, But you know what? What I would really appreciate. So this show, right? Today I'll be doing with Wesley at 8:30. Today I'm not taking any questions from the audience. It will be only my questions. But tomorrow, same time, uh, I will have the second show with Wesley. And it would be really nice if you guys can send me the question in my Instagram or Facebook page or Twitter. And to all the mods, like those who have my WhatsApp number, please WhatsApp me the questions for Wesley. It If you send it early with the photo, and I can include the photos and I can prepare it nicely. So do send me the questions of Wesley in advance, please. And see you at 8. See you at 8:30 then. Uh, yeah, thanks once again for. Yeah, guys. You can send it on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, wherever you feel like. I'll pick it up. And if possible, just direct DM me your photos so that I can also include. I'll select, of course. I cannot get all the questions, but I'll try to get as many as I can. Yeah, everybody is asking me to make a Google form. I'm really technically challenged in such things, but yeah, I'll make it a point. Maybe it is useful for you guys if I can make a Google form. Uh, I don't know much about. It will be damn easy for you to prepare. Okay. I'll learn how to make it and then I'll do it. Probably not from this episode, but from next episodes. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Bye bye.